Hello, BOTHA parents, students, and community members. Just going to spend a little time today explaining what we're going to be doing for the rest of this week at school and how things will go, hopefully, plan out for January 4th to the 8th. This week is a busy week. It always is the last week before we start Christmas vacation. And this year is no exception. Even though we are kind of doing things very different, we are still super busy. Starting off with getting ourselves ready for the Christmas concert. For the last couple days and few days this week, we will be getting ready to do our Christmas concert. Now, we're doing it a bit different this year in that we will be videotaping it. Instead of having a live audience, we will just videotape it and then we'll email it to each family. I know it's not the same as being in the audience, but it's as best as we can do, and hopefully next year we're back having a live audience for everyone during our Christmas concert. Another thing happening this week is on Friday, all of the kids will get pizza for lunch. In the past, the parent society or the school society and parent council have been very gracious in that they have supplied pizza for the staff and the students. And this year is no different. Following all of Alberta Health Services protocols, as well as Clearview and BOTHA school protocols, we will be having pizza delivered from Express Pizza in Stettler. And we will follow the protocols to make sure each student gets their pizza and it's following the protocols of safety. We will eat in our classrooms, different than in the past. And another thing on that day is it's pajama day. So kids can roll out of bed and come to the school. So it's a nice, easy day of comfort in our pajamas that day. The third thing we're going to be doing is it's popcorn day also. So the school administration and EAs will be popping popcorn for everybody. So everybody will get an individual bag of popcorn, which is wonderful. Students and staff will be watching a movie in each of their classrooms. Different from in the past where we gathered together and watched a movie. We're going to be watching movies in our classroom and having popcorn and pizza. If your child doesn't like pizza, make sure that you send a good lunch. We'll be eating a little bit later in the day, not at 10:40, but closer to noon. So make sure that you pack a good snack for them for in the morning. Another thing happening that day is we are going to be sending home a packet of stuff, Chromebooks, paper copies of workbooks, and those are going to go home in preparation for the January 4th to the 8th. Now, as we all know, everyone is going into online learning for that week, and it is very different this time than what we experienced when we had it in the spring. There are higher expectations. We expect that the kids will sign on to their Google Classroom and to their Google Meets and meet with their teacher. Or if they can't do that because of poor internet, that the teacher will talk to them on the phone every day. There's an expectation that we have to take attendance every day, as well as we expect the work that we assign to be done. It's not just an extension of the Christmas break. We have expectations. Alberta Education has expectations too. So I have in my Christmas newsletter, or my December newsletter, I sent home a link to watch a YouTube video on how to get into your Google Classroom. The grades 5 and 6, we have been practicing lots. Paper will go home, and I know that I've seen many teachers have done this with all the passwords for their Google accounts, for Reflex Math, for Read Theory. All of those passwords are going to be there, and their usernames, so that kids have easy access to all the things they need. There will also be lots of paper copies that the kids will be able to fill in and use, so that if you don't have a great internet connection, that the kids can just maybe find out what they need to do and then do it on the paper copies. It's a bit different, but hopefully it's only for the 5 days. and then we'll be back in our seats in our classrooms. A reminder that the school is locked, but the classrooms, like there are teachers at the school, okay? So if they have a problem, they can easily call the school, and we can either, if there's no teacher at the school that you need to talk to, we will make sure they get in contact with you. I know that myself and Miss Burton, we will be running a Google Meet, and it'll start at 9 a.m. and it will be open all day. So we don't expect kids to be online all day. That's way too much. But if they have a question, there will be one of their teachers will be there they just have to go on to their Google Meet, and the teacher will be there to answer any questions. And they may ask you to come back and check in every so often. So that is a bit different. So just remember that the kids aren't going to be online for 4 or 5 hours a day. They may be online for maybe a half an hour or 45 minutes while they have a discussion with their teacher or do something else that the teacher needs them to do. So with that in mind, I just want to say Merry Christmas. It's a different type of year, and that we hope that things really change in the new year, and that this extra week off of in class will be enough to turn everything around, and then we'll be back in our seats teaching the way that we all enjoy teaching. So on behalf of BOTHA School, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a safe and healthy New Year, and that we will see you soon. If you have any questions, please call the school, 403-742-5187. We'd love to hear from you. And if not, we'll see you in the new year.